And we're live. Hello, everybody. I had set it to show this stream up ahead of time, but apparently what happened is YouTube thinks for some reason I live on the West Coast, so it keeps setting my time zone to West Coast. I don't know if there's really any, like, I change it, but it just keeps resetting. So I'm just going to give people a minute to filter in. We haven't had a fill video in a while. People have been wanting one. Dave just hasn't really done anything interesting lately. This is kind of a compilation video. There's not any particular theme. It's just kind of some stuff I found from the last couple months. Take a sip. You sleazy asshole, as Tevin would say. So like I said, I'll just give people a couple minutes to filter in. I hope that this is public. Yeah, this is at the public. Maybe no one's on tonight. It'd be kind of sad if it was just me sitting here talking about a man-child. Let me see here. So yeah, maybe just talk about life a bit. Things haven't been going too bad, I guess. Have my new job now, which is... it's incredibly boring, but I get paid more, and it's not stressful. So it's kind of a mixed bag, I guess. I mean, those things are nice, but like I said, it's kind of boring. Hopefully it'll kind of get better over time. The real thing which has kind of got me down is just when I was doing my because I've moved to a new location. My commute's about 4 hours a day now. I'm going to have to just suck it up and move, I think, because it's just, I can't do this indefinitely. It's just kind of exhausting. But, yeah, because I, leave at 7 and I get home at, 7, and it's just a bit much. But, oh, well, doing that, I started doing my master's online. I'm doing online part-time for that, so that's pretty good. I forget if I've mentioned, I'm just talking to wait for people to, if anyone wants to show up. Oops, sorry, that's my bad. I started working out more. Yeah, I started doing some weights. My company has a corporate membership thing for Good Life, and there's a Good Life just down the street from my work, so I try to go there 2 or 3 lunches a week and just do some weights, so... That's not bad. I don't expect to get super buff or anything. Just maybe get in a little better shape. Something like that. I'll just wait another couple minutes and then we'll begin. I don't know. Did anybody have any pre-show questions they wanted to ask me about? Just stuff. I like the term professional neat. Yep, I came up with professional neat. That was not somebody else's. That was something I personally came up with, and I'm rather proud of it. I was thinking of maybe at some point doing a list of the characteristics of a professional neat. I just got kind of distracted. Maybe I'll do that at some point so I can kind of talk about that a bit. It's interesting. I mean... I don't know. I've pissed some people off over the years. I feel kind of bad about it. Because I know I've trashed Millennial Woes a bunch for being a professional neat. I mean, he is. I was probably a dick about it, so... sorry to him. Not so sorry to Arini, though. Oh, I feel a little bad about Arini. I admit I can be a bit of a dick sometimes. Just kind of... shoot my mouth off. That kind of thing. Anyways, so we'll wait another minute or two. And then we will begin. So yeah, not that much has been going on with Dave the last couple months. It's just kind of e-bagging. There's a couple, I guess, kind of minor things. He refuses to buy games now. All the games he plays pretty much are donations. He's explicitly told people not to give him money to buy games because that screws up his taxes. Like, he complains if people give him money to buy games because he claims he'll have to pay taxes on that. Even though he probably wouldn't, because that would be a business expense. So I don't even know how that would work. But he started to do that, and there's the $2,000 cat. So I'm just going to hold off on the $2,000 cat. So we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, guys! Things, behind the scenes with the mod team, and things in my personal life going on. So
let me know if the audio balance is okay.
I'm going to try to cover it in as
efficient
a way as possible. In fact, let's just get this one out of the way right now. We had a shifting of the mod team yesterday. I hate to say it, but we had a couple mods who basically were not listening to direction.
Okay. Let's skip ahead. It's not very... I don't really care about his mods. His mods is like boring deep lore shit.
And, for whatever reason, some people do whatever they want to do, even after they promise you they won't. And I had to make a change because of it. There was no way that I could leave people in power who were regularly abusing said power. Okay? So we had two different mods on each end of the spectrum who were removed from my mod team yesterday. One, a lot of people were saying was far too strict and was causing problems in the chat with his behavior and over-modding. And the other one, quite frankly, was causing problems with under-modding, being too soft and unbanning a bunch of people. And so, because we had people on both ends of the spectrum, we had a change yesterday, okay? So
it's changing of the guard.
All right, we're not going to be...
Who cares? Like, I don't know. Do people actually care about mods? If any of you, like, guys who often show up want to be mods, just let me know, and I'll make you... I just don't think anybody really cares, to be honest.
Addressing it at any kind of length, but it needs to at least be very briefly addressed because obviously some of it, happened publicly in the chat yesterday, and some people will notice these people are not here anymore. That's the deal. All right? It's just that simple.
Who cares?
And there's no drama here anymore. It's all over with. You're not going to hear me mentioning it anymore.
Then why are you talking about it? Like, this dude always talks like he's like, oh, there's no drama, but then he just talks about drama. Embrace the drama.
I'll be working with my mod team behind the scenes to figure out how we want to proceed moving forward. Whether that means, them being more available to help mod, or whether that means that we look for new mods or whatever. But that's all on us, not on you. So don't worry about it. Don't worry. Everything's going to be fine on the streams moving forward. Sound good?
I'm just going to
ban this idiot. Ban. Ban it. Ban. Ban it. Ban. Ban it. Ban. Ban it. Go ahead. Keep saying it. Ban. Ban 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 it. Go ahead. Keep saying it. Ban.
I hate these fucking memes. I just... They're such a pain.
All right. 10 days until I get my payment from Twitch for this month.
Okay.
I have no other sources of income right now. I've tried my best to do things to make extra income. I tried to sell my statues. No one was serious about buying them. I talked to a ton of people, and everyone kind of wasted my time, and no one bought anything.
Why doesn't he just sell them on eBay? Like, I just don't get it, because I've sold shit on eBay. I've sold games on eBay, and I sold some Magic cards on eBay, and I just don't do it under my name. I have, like, a pseudonym or something. I don't get why he doesn't just sell them under someone, like, under a fake name.
I basically, tried as much as I could. I stretched myself thin as much as I possibly friggin' could here. And I'm done. I'm shot. I have no other options here at this point. I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life. I'm not even kidding. I need to win the lotto. I don't know what else to do. Without that income, I can't pay my bills. I need that money.
Yeah, Archon, I used to play Magic quite a bit. I don't know. I had done a couple videos because I have a couple decks. If that's something people want, maybe I'll do a couple more videos on some of my decks. I just stopped playing around Shards of Mirrodin just because power creep just became overwhelming and it was too expensive.
to pay my bills. I make roughly half of my income from YouTube, from DSP gaming in general, and then I make about half of my income from
begging.
Oh my god!
Oh, hello, Jennifer Walters. Thanks. Glad to have you aboard for us laughing at a man-child. And Charlemagne asks if I play Commander. I actually stopped playing Magic around the time Commander just... Oh, no. No, I didn't. Yeah, I like Commander. Commander was actually my favorite format. I'm just used to calling it Overlord. So, that was back before it was called Commander.
So, I have 10 days where I have $0 in my bank account, and I can't pay bills. And this really fucking sucks, because I have bills coming up. I have a condo dues that are going to be due. I have a loan payment that's due. And I know for a fact I probably have 1 or 2 credit card payments. All coming up. And I have no money to pay them. Now, you may say, well, you know, what happens then? Well, my bank account may or may not clear them, meaning, like, my bank may say, we'll pay you, but then we charge you this big overdraft fee. I've never been in a situation where there's 10 days till I get paid, and I know things, I have no money. Like, this is the worst I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh, deja vu.
Memes or about anything, everything's been great. The problem is, behind the scenes, there's shitty stuff going on in my life that
I can't talk
pretty much
about.
killed me this month.
You almost got me killed. You.
Me!
Yes, you.
So here's the deal. If you guys want to help me out, please tip me. Alright, tipping me. I swear to you, 100% of all tip funds are going to pay bills. They have been for the past month and a half. That or buying a new game. But now, I mean, at this point, like, I can't even afford to buy a game at this point.
He can't even afford to buy fucking video games. Video games aren't that expensive, A. And B, it's his fucking job. And isn't this the dude who, like, bragged for years about how much money he got from writing this shit off?
And I know there's a ton of new games coming out in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to afford them, being very real with all of you. That's how bad of a situation
You're so full of shit. Like, fuck off.
I'm in right
Dave.
now. So I need to get through this. And really, the only thing that I can ask is for your support via tips. That's it. I don't even know what else to do. I have no clue what else I could possibly do to make any money right now.
There's no way to make money except for begging for. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing he can do. That's good to know, Phil.
To make ends meet.
What is on your resume? You played you played Mario Kart and Zelda for fucking children online for the last 12 years? That's not good enough. No one's going to hire you with that type of resume. So I thought long and hard. I said, you know what? I got to do something to help these two out. I'll help you and the Bulldog out. I'll hire both of you guys to clean my house, do my dishes, cut my yard, clean my toilets, whatever it takes to.
Oh my god, that's horrible. Yeah, Alpha Protocol's really good. I loved Alpha Protocol. It's too bad it never got a sequel.
This is how I play the game!
For that. It is what it is. That's what happens when E3 happens. But now, you know, the days are going to go back to normal streaming times and everything. So I hope to see you here on the regular. Very nice. Good stuff. I also want to say thanks to those who were supportive the past couple of days. I'll be very honest. With the E3 stuff and the schedule weird and everything, it kind of derailed stuff. We have really good momentum with support and everything.
I forget if it's in one of the videos I have, but he bitches about how Gears of War came out at like 7 o'clock. No, it came out at like 5 or 6 or something. And he was like, I don't want to play it tonight because I'll only be able to play it for an hour or two before my session's over. I'm like, if it's like one of the biggest games of the year, just fucking suck it up and play it till midnight or something. Like, come on, dude, this is your job.
On streams. In the past couple of days, things basically got derailed when I was barely doing any gameplay. I'm hoping we can remedy that today, bringing back gameplay regularly to the streams again. Because I really need your support right now, as I've been telling you guys. Right now, financially, I'm in the worst position I've ever been in my life.
The hilarious part about morons who say stuff in the stream chat like, or you can get a job, which is what that guy just said and just got permanently banned. This job pays more than any job I've ever had in my entire life, including when I had a full-time office job for 5 years. I still make more doing this job than that.
He mentions that job, and in one of these, he says he made 60 grand a year at it. And he said his father made more than twice what he made. So, I don't know. He complains about his parents being poor. They don't seem like they're poor to me.
That's just complete ignorant children who say stupid shit like that. They don't seem to understand.
And first of all, big positive announcement for those of you who have not been around the past couple days because of the E3 stuff. We hit the sub goal for the month. We have hit the subscriber goal. That means we are 100% doing the viewer's choice event.
I'm in the worst financial situation ever, but I met the sub goal. Okay.
Wow. I really need your help with tips right now.
Yes, I did make several $100s in tips recently. I love this guy. Didn't you just make hundreds of dollars recently? Yes, and that went to bills. As I said, this is the worst financial position I've ever been in my entire life. I need as much support as possible.
This kind of shit needs to come out. This kind of shit needs to be exposed for what it is. It's greed. It's greed. Greed is massively strong. I have no fucking self-control.
Snort just, like, they get worse. She never takes them out. She just puts more and more of these in. Like,
right now in the
Snort,
short term to get through this next week, or else I'm screwed. Okay? And by the way, that's cutting corners. That's, already financially, there's things I'm already doing. And I still, I'm still in this
behind
position.
the
It
scenes.
sucks. I don't want to bother you guys with personal shit going on in my life, why this is happening. I don't, but just letting you know, I really need the help if you can, alright?
I need help now. But, how many times can I yell help before people are like, enough is enough?
Jack the Prick tipped me $1 and says, unban me on your channel because you ramble on for hours so starting game. Okay, time to ignore you. Thanks for the $1 tip.
Toxify it.
Egg Gangster cheered. He says, would you consider playing Jackbox games with fans again for the viewer's choice? No. Absolutely not.
no, because you'd make money doing that. Embrace the troll, Phil. The trolls give you money.
Because all it would be is insane insults and trolling and probably personal attacks against my wife that I'm not going to fucking tolerate.
Who cares?
So I'm not going to do it. Jack the Prick tipped another $2 with more insults. So I'm not going to give him any credit. Tough titties. And then I received another $1 tip from a troll. Wow, all these tips are from trolls today. So we're up to $5 in tips. Wait a minute. It should be $5, not $1. We're up to $5 in tips, but mostly for trolls. So they get no recognition.
A 100% negative and toxic person.
Philly Buckeye cheered. He says, my biggest takeaway from yesterday, watching kind of unfunny games, is that you need to be bland, humorless, PC, family-friendly, with no personality on Twitch to make it big and get promoted. Sucks.
Yeah, but that's exactly what you are, Phil. You don't do any of the edgy shit anymore. You don't insult the game makers. All you do is you just I don't know. Like, his streams are so fucking boring, I can't even watch them. And I guess, like, in his defense, he could go, Argent, you couldn't do... Like, I'm going to say something in Phil's defense. Doing what he does is actually really hard. Like, I find it hard to do more than, like, an hour and a half. Unless it's, like, I have somebody else on, and then you have the energy of kind of going back and forth. But sitting there, like, 7 hours a day trying to find something interesting to say is... I can't even. That's got to be like physical. It's got to be like emotionally and mentally exhausting doing that. So like, it's hard enough, but he's just so boring and bland when he does it.
I'm not going to personally say anything in regards to any other streamers at this point, but what I will say is it certainly seems to me that basically doing exactly what you just described gets you in with game publishers. And once you're in with game publishers, now you get all these crazy opportunities. You get games early. You get exclusive streaming access to play games early.
You just never got any of that, Phil, because you're a fucking autist. I mean, that's the reason.
Early to promote the game. You get the paid shill opportunities to get paid to play a game early, and you can't even give an honest opinion.
I'm going to say this for anyone who wants to advertise. I will sell out so fucking fast if anyone wants me to shill. So long as it's not like, I don't know, pornography or like cannabis or something. You want me to shill something and you're going to give me money? I will do that in a second.
On it.
What's so bad? I don't get, like, what's so bad about being a shill? So long as you're not shilling, like, like I said, like pornography or something, I mean, selling out's good. That's how you make cash.
But it doesn't matter because you get paid. You know what I mean?
Who cares if you're being honest about a game if you're getting paid? And then you get all the promotional opportunities.
Okay, no, I wouldn't shell. It depends how much they paid me. If they paid me a lot of money, like $1,000, I might shill the Beyond Meat burger.
You get promoted, you get to be hosting streams, and you get to do all this stuff. As you guys know, I've never been like that, ever, in my entire...
That's because you suck at it. Now, to be fair to Phil, he's tried this multiple times. And the reason... I'm just trying to be like... I'm joking, but I'm also just kind of being honest here. To be fair, whenever he's tried to do this, people, like, fuck with him IRL. Whenever he tries to do it, people will contact the like publisher and harass them and like bring up clips of shit he did like 5 years ago and ruin the sponsorship opportunities for him. I think in one case it actually led to the company being destroyed. And like that's really fucked up, and I've always been against that. And yeah.
Time is 11 years as a content creator. I don't pull
and a lot of them are like not even that chilly. They're like, oh, there's a new game coming out and they want him to play it on stream, or it was like office chairs or like or gamer chairs or something like that. I gotta tell you guys something. Something. I actually bought a gamer chair at one point. Not because I like wanted to be cool, but just because I thought it was like good for your back. But I did it for like 20 minutes and it was all they make chairs. Yeah, chairs are one of those things you kind of want to get on sale. I got mine like 50% off.
Punches.
But that's okay. So why I'm thinking about chairs is Phil sits on his shitty love seat, and it's like it's gross and it's probably covered in like I don't even want to think about what it's covered in. But he shouldn't be sitting in that with a bad back. He should be sitting in like something with support, like an orthopedic chair or something, or an orthopedic couch. Like that's got to be making his back way worse. Like since I got my new chair, my back's been feeling a lot better. It's just...
I'm very honest with all of you.
No, you aren't.
What? What? Get the fuck out of here.
And although I'll be honest, over the years I've matured, and I don't necessarily do the kind of ridiculous, immature kind of comedy stuff that I used to do.
Yeah, but that was like the only good shit you ever did.
Immediately I've changed. I feel for the better.
If you want to do every playthrough like your Dead Space 2 playthrough where you pretend to be a Nazi, I'll watch that shit. If you want to do it like your MGS playthroughs where you be like ching chong, Charlie Chan, and like yell at Kojima, I'll watch that shit. That shit is way better than like 90% of Let's Plays.
I still am the kind of very opinionated guy that I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to show rage if I feel like it's legitimized, you know? I'm not going to be this incredibly bland, PC, boring fucking guy. I'm just not going to do it. And I'm never going to. At this point, I've now been doing this for 11 years. I'm not going to change, you know what I mean? And the bottom line is...
You did change. He massively changed when he went to Twitch.
That these people who you now see forced down your throat all the fucking time, there's a reason for it. I mean, I'm going to be honest, and I definitely don't want to be insulting to anyone, but in particular these kind of funny games guys, I'd never heard of them at all. When all of a sudden, like 4 years ago, they started being shoved down our throats constantly. Like, who the fuck are these guys? I don't know who the fuck they are. Yet, oh look, at the Game Awards, they're getting awards, and, you know, they're getting all this recognition. They're at E3 with high priority and all that. I'm like, who the fuck are they?
My mouth is full of salt. Do you show your toxic jealousy and just how petty you fucking are when you react to something like that?
I've never heard of them. And all of a sudden, overnight, they're like the guys in the gaming industry to get all the attention. You know? Now, by the way, I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. This is not a statement that I feel that I should be, you know, in line with them in their popularity at all. I don't believe that at all. You know, I'm my own guy, and you know, basically don't ever think I'm going to be popular. All right, just being honest here, I don't. I'm not going to be anywhere near as popular if I ever was. I'm okay with that as long as I can just make a living doing what I love. I don't really care. I'm not looking to be the figurehead like they are. I'm not. I'm just wondering how on earth did these guys come out of literally out of nowhere? Never fucking heard a word from any of them. Don't know who the fuck they are, and all of a sudden, oh my god, look, they're on.
Well, Phil, you see, there's this group of people who control the world. The reptilians or the lizard people, and there's certain people who go along with their agenda and certain things they push. PC is some of it. Effeminate males, globalism, and the lizard people. Let me see. Maybe buffering issues. Let's see here. And these people get promoted by the lizard people for that reason.
A top promoted stream, and everything on YouTube there is getting millions of views, and they're at E3, the top guys. If I remember the big controversial part where this started, is when they got an early copy of Metal Gear Solid 5 years ago. So that was what, 2015? They got an early copy of Metal Gear Solid 5, and they were playing it, and they were playing it horribly. Like, they were terrible at the fucking game. And everyone was like, why the fuck did they get the game early? Like, who are they to get this game early and be able to get thousands of views on streams and extra money because they get to play this fucking game early when everyone else has to wait to play the game, right? Now, this was 4 years ago. Now, it's become super duper commonplace that the elitist group of content creators and streamers get everything early because they have become the golden boys of the game industry. You know, these guys at Kinda Funny Games are like the golden boys. They get everything early, they play everything early, they get exclusive invites.
I mean,
to
he
every
is
fucking
right.
event for gaming. Like, they're the in guys. Why? Can anyone actually explain it?
Because the reptilians.
Seriously, can anyone fucking explain it?
I mean, I'll be honest, just like any other normal human, yes, am I jealous of
Okay,
certain
you know what? I'm
people?
going to write this under this. They are part of the in crowd because the reptilians have chosen to make them part of the in crowd to promote their globalist agenda. There we go.
And people who are successful and whatever. Of course I am. Of course I'm going to have jealousy.
That they've earned that distinction. And can anyone answer that with a legit answer besides no, they've just been chosen to be it? You know what I mean? And that's what it seems like.
Oh, base DSP. They've been chosen to be it. I actually have no idea if they're reptilians. I don't even know who the fuck these, like, what was it called? Kinda Funny Gamers? I don't know. They
Right
sound
now,
like massive
we've
tools.
got a gaming industry where we've got top content creators who have been hand-picked by the gaming industry, the publishers themselves, to be the top promoters of games. And I kind of have to agree with you that, you know, when you're watching E3 and you're seeing these particular people are being chosen to host
Oh,
and do it,
there
and
we
you're
go
like,
again.
You watch it for 5 minutes, you're like, I didn't laugh, I wasn't entertained, they didn't add any insight to anything. They're just a bunch of fucking dudes, you know, basically talking nonsense, fluff content, because they're so goddamn PC and boring, right? That, why did they get this opportunity? I don't know. And I can't answer that.
The reptilians.
You know, I've been around for 11 years. I've strived to be different and to be an individual and to be a...
It would be funny. I don't know who these guys are. Like, I wish I knew, because if they were like some like shit libs who like promoted globalism and like donated money to the SPLC or something, like that would be hilarious that Phil is like inadvertently using this this language.
Very opinionated, polarized guy, and to never pull punches, and the gaming industry doesn't like that. They don't want that. They don't want that as a top guy.
You pull your
They
punches
want
on
bland.
everything.
They want cookie cutter, bland, safe, PC, you know, the most, you know, unoffensive, boring crap possible. That's what they want. That's what they've selected. So, you can support that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Or you can't. It's up to you. I don't know what to tell you.
Enjoying the chill vibe.
Sniffmaster 2000, which is the detractor meme, not for me, but for someone else, to the $1, and I'm not going to read the stupid message that they put up, so thanks again. I don't understand why these people think I'm going to read the crap that they're putting up just because
Well, you complain about them.
But thank you for the tip.
You give them a shout out.
Bill's Bob Nuts. What the fuck? Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the sub. Walgrange here says, as much as you want to complain on others who used to get perks as well, like going to E3 some years ago, would you argue that your situation is different? You do realize that when I went to E3, that was an anomaly. Okay, it really was. It was 100% an anomaly. The reason
you're
that I
an
got sent to
autist.
E3 was because they wanted to promote a shitty game, and I didn't even really promote the game because they fucked up the launch of it. So I'm pretty sure they didn't like that.
Okay, this
that
is
I went
fucking,
to there, I played their game. The game wasn't bad, but it
I'm
did the
just
whole
gonna
launch.
skip this.
This is how I play the game.
Disgusting. To stream and share my live gameplay experiences with you every day.
We start off with Golden Colts, who I believe cheered. Let's see,
Golden
he cheered.
Cock.
Yes, he cheered yesterday. He said, "Can you unban Causatalk?" No. We move on. Uzi Gohart tipped me $1. He says, "Did you get mad in NYC Furby's chat?" No. I seriously don't even know what you're talking about unless you're blowing out of proportion something that happened like 6 to 8 months ago. Which honestly, I don't even remember the whole situation. Besides, I think I'd gone in there watching tournament footage and I made a joke about Street Fighter V, to which like this one stream viewer got like super butthurt and started personally insulting me publicly on the chat, like saying personal insults about me.
KP said Darkside Phil is an ugly goon.
I was like, what the fuck is this guy's problem? And at that point, basically, I was like, I'm not gonna put up with this, and I just kicked the guy from the chat or whatever.
Unleash the beast. Toxic. Oh.
Because I didn't want to put up with it. And then I guess there was some drama behind the scenes where my haters went and started messaging our, Furby, MIC Furby. His name's Arturo. Started messaging him about how Phil was kicking users and stuff and all this shit. In reality, I just don't care about it. And I think what happened is because I was
That's why you're talking about it.
Arturo's
'Cause
streams,
you
my
don't care
trolls
about
were
it.
starting to like pour over to his streams, which is not a good thing. This guy is a legitimate guy who's always been a part of the competitive Street Fighter community. He's a huge supporter. He's trying to do positive stuff. The last thing he needs is assholes coming over there and trying to start drama and shit, which is so dumb. How rarely do I even watch anything in the fighting game community, but they try to cause drama. So I basically just stopped paying attention to it, and I stopped going to his streams, and I stopped everything. Now, in the meantime, people were like, "Oh, Phil, did you know you were demodded and all that?" No, I didn't even know. I don't care. I stopped hosting
That's
him
why you're
on
talking
purpose
about
because
it.
I was being told that my trolls were going over there and causing problems.
No, I mean, just think about anyone who would just sit there complaining constantly about something, right?
And I stopped watching his streams because I didn't want that to pour over. It's kind of similarly to a couple years ago. There was a couple streamers who I was doing the same thing. I was hosting them, and I was joining their streams, and I was told that my trolls were basically going to them and being toxic to them. And I said, well, I'm not gonna have
If
that.
people
That's
were
not right.
doing
They don't
that,
deserve
that
And
is
certainly I don't fucking
bullshit.
deserve it. But I'm not gonna have other people now be negatively affected because my
Yeah,
trolls are
that's
fucking no
pretty
life,
low.
mentally ill people.
Ah, the salty tears.
It's funny because the couple of times I've watched Phil's streams, the detractors have a bunch of chat bots set up to discourage people, and they're like, "Did you know Phil said all this edgy shit? Did you know he made fun of this group or this group, or he said this on PC thing?" So I talk back to the bots and "So you're saying I should watch this dude all day every day if I want that kind of comment?" That kind of
You
content.
just want to permeate the entire internet with disgusting venom. I'm not gonna have that happen. So I just stopped going over to other people's streams. You'll notice I'm never on anyone else's stream anymore on purpose to not cause problems. All right, so that's pretty much all I could say. That's exactly what happened, and it sucks that I can't. People, why doesn't Phil have relationships and interactions with other streamers? Honestly, that's why. Because when this shit happens, stupid shit that has nothing to do with reality. People will create artificial situations, blow shit out of proportion, and basically just try to cause problems for everybody that don't exist. So
If people were actually doing that, that's really fucked up. It's bad enough to fuck with Phil IRL, and I've been pretty consistent about saying it's fucked up to fuck with Phil IRL, but to go out of your way to do it to people he's only vaguely involved with, I don't know. It's just that irritates me. It always has.
I'm not gonna have that. I'm not gonna have that nonsense, carry over to other people's streams. They don't deserve that. Okay? So, that's that. It's that simple. Alright?
The biggest moron on YouTube doing drama shit.
That Anonymous cheered, 119 bits. He says, common sense is for nerds. Yeah, nerds. No, common sense is for mature people. Sadly, a lot of the people who watch this kind of stuff on the internet are not very mature, and that's the problem. You know.
Read.
You know, and it's true that the world changes, culture changes, right? And what's happened is we have this anonymous culture now of people who, in real life,
This
have no
is
power, but they
fucking
feel that they
deep.
can now have power on the internet by fucking with people. You know.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
And that's sad because it ruins people's lives. It ruins people's livelihood. It really hurts people concretely when you harass the shit out of people with zero repercussions. And the thing is, there's nothing to stop it.
Who would
Oh,
do
it's just
that?
childish antics. Yeah, until actually what it does is it
What kind of like sociopathic asshole would make a video making fun of somebody on the internet for their own amusement and the amusement of others?
people's livelihood. It takes away business opportunities. It's fucked up. And people
Who
do it
would
all the
do
time. It's
something
messed up
like
stuff,
that?
man.
I don't know.
Well, you're right. The common sense eludes some people that this is a waste of their time and they should go on and do all this something else. You know, they think that's actually a good use of their time and shit, right? Pretty dumb.
Okay, I'm indoctrinated. Sounds good.
Kate has cheered 95 bits. Says Phil, I call the trolls internet gangsters. They talk so much shit online, but when you see them in real life, they don't do shit. No. Here's the difference. You just don't see them in real life, because that is the benefit and the enabling that these people do. Is they basically make it so that they do things that are completely safe, so there's no consequences for it. If there were real life consequences for the things they did online, they wouldn't do them. Which is why these people would never, like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example here. Years ago,
Perfect
the Creatures.
example.
Anyone remember the Creatures?
Who the
Were
fuck
doing
are
a
the
big
Creatures?
fundraiser, a big charity event.
I have
all right?
no idea who the
and
Creatures are.
they wanted to raise a lot of money for a good cause. While they're doing this event, asshole trolls swatted them at their offices, completely ruining the charity event because the stream had to go down. You had to spend half the day with the police.
Isn't there like some rumor that Monday Nat swatted himself? That seems plausible to me.
Apparently, it was so bad they had to evacuate like a local school and shit. Like terrible stuff going on. All right. Now, in real life, do you think that a single one of the people, like this guy who swatted them, would he have actually gone and done anything to them in real life? Of course not. Of course not. But because I'm on the internet, I can do something completely anonymous that concretely hurts you and hurts others, and there's no repercussions for it. They never found the guy who did it.
True.
So there you go. You see what I mean? And that's the difference is these people would never do stuff in real life because they're doing it because it's anonymous. The internet is a disgusting, toxic place when it comes to that stuff. There's really no policing that kind of stuff at this point. Now, the difference is in years since...
Yeah, you can swat yourself. You just call in a bomb threat on yourself. I don't know. It sounds like, I don't know.
Since then, a couple swatters have been caught.
Matt is such a pitiful human being that I could see him doing that.
And incarcerated, which is good. That's a good thing. It means that people are finally seeing there's consequences for your action.
I think you should like publicly. I think you could. I don't know. I think they should publicly like beat people who do swattings. I mean, I know this is like who supports swattings, but it's a fucking just
But that being said, these people you would never meet them in real life. They would never do that. The whole idea of internet trolling is that it's a cultural thing where you're anonymous. You don't get caught out for it. You don't get in trouble for it, right? You know, it's a whole other thing of it's basically crime to do that in real life. In anything that they do online like this, to do it in person, you go to jail. So, you know what I mean? It's not to me. It's not that when you see them in real life, they don't do shit. You just don't see them in real life. You know, you would never do that.
well, because they live in their basement dwellers and professional needs. I mean, let's be honest. Most of Phil's like actual I get I'm technically a detractor, but I make like a video about Phil maybe once every month or once every 2 months. Like Snort puts up multi videos a day, so I mean, if anybody is, it's her. Like, yeah.
Of the internet and the public broadcasting on the internet that allows people to be vulnerable. You see what I mean? Do you want to play the fucking game? Chewbacca cheers. Have you ever got your hands on the guy that swatted you years back? Would you beat the living shit out of the coward or call the police? No, I'd rather have him go to jail. Because beating the shit out of someone is temporary pain that goes away, and then they kind of forget.
Well, like, one of the reasons why swatting is so messed up is, like, actual crimes could be happening. Like there could be some other terrorist attack. There could be, like, some drug dealers they need to take down. There could be, like, some gangbangers shooting people. Like, there's lots of real crimes that the police should be dealing with. And there's a very good chance that people are going to get shot. Because if you're a cop and you're going into that situation and you've heard that the guy has a bomb, your life is on the line. And you're probably going to shoot first and ask questions later. And that's not because you're a psycho or brutal or anything. That's just kind of the basic self-preservation instinct. So I can't, like, if the cops shoot somebody during a swatting, I can't really blame them. Because I would know I'd have an itchy trigger finger if I was going into that position.
Going to jail goes on your permanent record, completely fucking up your life.
Yeah, I agree.
And can make it so that you can never get employed again. It has, like, longing repercussions. And it teaches you your lesson. So I would say jail would be what I would want. Just get the guy get caught and be punished to the extent of the law.
I don't want to put my hands on anyone. Trust me, I'm 37 years old. I'm in no position where I feel like fighting people. I don't care. I'm way too mature for that. Oh my god. That was great. Oh my god.
Is there anything more GAY than fighting someone IRL? I can't think of any. It's just, oh, it's so lame. To be fair, though, there is one person I would like to fight. I shouldn't say that. He might. I don't know. He's not going to watch this stream, but one of his spies might. And I'm just going to move on.
I can't stop laughing. Super pussy.
Yeah, when I was a young hothead idiot in my early...
There is one person who I'm sure you all know who I'm referring to that I actually do wish physical harm on. I mean, I don't talk about him openly anymore because he's a fucking psycho, and I don't want him to. I don't know. Yeah.
20s, I probably would say, let's fight. You know, I'm not a moron anymore. I have a wife. I have a life. I don't have time for that immature shit. I just want them to get caught and get prosecuted for breaking the law. That's it. Golden Colts cheered. Said if you lived in medieval times and there was no medieval Twitch streaming, what would your profession be? I think I would make knives in a small hut. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. That's a silly question because it's a hypothetical that I have no idea. What would my capabilities be? Would I have access to education to learn a trade? Was I born a serf? Or was I born a peasant? Was I born in the nobility? You know,
Okay, this is
you
fucking
can't answer that
boring.
question.
Let's move on.
This is how I play the game.
See right now is going to be out.
Past beginning with Shang Tsung. Back on Friday, it's the release of Crash Team Racing, which should be really sweet. I'm very excited for it.
By the way, I should say, if anyone is interested in donating any of those games that I just mentioned in the next 2 weeks, oh my god, it's terrible. I shouldn't be doing that. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Feel free, I'm open to donations. It helps out tremendously with the cost of this. If you're interested in donating a game, you can always email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com and we'll discuss the specifics, but in particular, either sending me credit on PSN to buy a game or actually sending me a game code if possible. I've actually heard they're starting to do away with the game code thing.
But PSN credit, hey, much appreciated, and you'll put it right towards the game, okay? So thank you for that. Anybody who's, maybe considering helping out a little bit, in advance, I do accept those donations to defray the cost of the games, okay?
Phil stole fan donations that went towards a Project 7 reboot. Now what I did, we just pocket that.
My second segment of every pre-stream is when I do gratuitous plugs, okay? And FYI, right now, finally things are a little bit alleviated. Because, number one, I did get paid by Twitch this morning, thank goodness. Finally, the payment came through, and I'm waiting for that to clear. And that's good. But in addition, I do want to say a special shout-out. I received an anonymous donation overnight, an anonymous tip, and it was a generous tip from someone who basically was wishing me, very well with my marriage, with Kat. And
Okay, it was $1,000, and it could have been Vidar. Yeah, Vidar is Vidar's a psycho. He's probably watching this because I don't want to get into the whole cavalry thing, but him and Queen of Pole fucking ripped Kiwi Farms apart with their autistic fighting.
I appreciate that very much. That will definitely help. over the course of the next month.
I think Queen of Pole is the only person to be permanently banned from kiwi farms. How bad you have to be to get, like, permanently banned from kiwi farms?
I don't want to give any details or whatever because this person did it anonymously on purpose.
My girlfriend, it's Darth Radovan Viking with a wig. Get it tonight, baby. Delicious. Oh my God, yes. Ooh. Oh, oh, oh God. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh.
Is this really necessary?
Oh. Viking getting destroyed. He also likes anals. I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm totally gay.
They wanted to, help out a little bit, and obviously didn't want any information going out there about who they were or whatever. So I'm gonna respect that wish, but I'm just gonna say thank you to the person who did do a generous overnight tip. Thank you very much for that. Okay.
The guy now posts it publicly on Twitter and says, "Oh, see, Phil didn't want to publicly talk about this because he wanted to fool the fans. He wanted to take my $9,000, which is bullshit because it's not. It's some fucking kid pretending, of course. He wanted to take $9,000, from me, and then keep it and not tell the fans, and then still take more money than he actually needed on top of that, all right, to put towards this, and then basically make tons of money behind the scenes and tell no one. So basically what he's saying is, now that I want to protect his fucking
Phil isn't smart enough to do that.
His identity, you were only here to laugh at me instead of laugh with me. You were only here to deride me. You never actually cared about me. If that is how you feel, if you read that email and the first thought in your head is Phil is trying to steal thousands of dollars and not tell his fans, fuck you.
So, that's good. The immediate crisis is over, which is good. I'm not worried, massively about,
He's in the worst financial situation he's ever been in, but the immediate crisis is over. Okay.
God, how am I going to pay my bills in the short term, So that's a good thing. That's always a freaking good thing, guys.
That's awesome stuff. I can't wait. I'm having so much fun now. Really, seriously, and I cannot wait for more. This is cool because I'm getting that positive vibe that I had for most of 2017. I'm getting it back now. Now, I'm getting that groove back, getting that vibe back. I'm ready for fun stuff. I hope you guys are ready too.
It's the McDonald's frog guy. Just give me $1. Says I'm enjoying the stream. Keep up the content. # frog power. It's as I said. Contributions are appreciated, and they help out tons, but they are not required. They're not necessary. I just love hanging out with.
Oh, that's like some stealth edgy shit. Frog power, like as in Pepe power. It's like fucking Scrappy Doo. It's like puppy power, but I don't know.
With you guys on a daily basis and having fun on streams. Okay.
I'm good at lying.
By the way, guys, if you're wondering what this stupid new meme is about $1,100, it's a new detractor meme. It's based off of complete stupid misinformation, which is wrong. So I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not even going to entertain it, quite frankly. I already, this morning, gave a big shout out to someone who overnight had given me a very generous tip and saying basically, congratulations on your marriage. I hope this helps out. Now, they put up a name that is not a name that they have publicly used before when they tipped me. Therefore, I said this morning, thank you to this person. Obviously, they wanted to remain anonymous. I think the name was like, best of wishes, Cat and Phil or something like that.
Fuck you. You're a liar.
Okay? But what these assholes are doing is trying to say, oh, it was this person, it was that person. They're trying to basically point fingers at who tipped what and how much was tipped and everything. And there's no actual factual evidence to prove anything. And they're just trying to basically fabricate shit. And basically there's a person who they keep bringing up who's they're wrong. And I don't want that person now to get undue attention because they didn't do anything. It's fucked up that they would do this, but they're assholes. Alright? This is what these people do. They're fucking assholes. Okay? In fact, in reality, just so you guys know, this person did not use the standard method. Let me put it that way. They did not use the standard method to send me a tip. They had actually gone out of their way to anonymously send me something with a different kind of message and everything. It had nothing to do with my streaming or anything. It happened overnight. So that's why I'm saying, I'm happy this person did. I want to say thank you, but they didn't want any information revealed, and these assholes are trying to say, oh, we figured out who it is. It's this guy and that guy. They didn't. They actually didn't. But now I'm afraid this person who they think it is going to get harassed and shit, and that's not right. So that's why if we see any of these assholes tonight coming up with this stupid meme, oh, we figured out that there's...
Yeah, that is fucked up. I don't know. Like, if some moron wants to give DSP money, give him money. Don't fucking... Like, Phil isn't the SPLC. He isn't the ADL. He isn't a pedophile. He isn't like actively scamming anyone in a way that I would consider like illegal. He's just an asshole. Like, who cares?
He's this much money, you're not going to acknowledge it? Well, first of all, I did acknowledge it I did say it this morning. I said thank you, but that person doesn't want the attention. So no, I'm not going to constantly be bringing it up. And number two, these assholes who think they know everything are completely wrong anyway. And now they're pointing the finger at someone who doesn't deserve it. You know what I mean? It's pretty screwed up. So anyway, we're not going to put up with that nonsense tonight. We see it. So mods, I saw Madara's here, anyone else who's here, if you see that stupid meme in the chat, it's the hottest new detractor meme. Just ban those fuckers and get it over with so we don't have to deal with their nonsense, okay?
Ban. Fucking ban.
I am playing the Shang Tsung DLC, Kate. I told everyone I'm getting the season pass. Someone behind the scenes, not the person who tipped, because there we go again with misinformation. Someone else behind the scenes actually sent me a little bit of PSN credit for this upcoming week and said, here, please use this to get some of the releases for the coming week. And that's what I'm doing. So immediately I was able to get the season pass for MK11. So that's the first thing, okay?
Is it bad to be a fanatic? I mean, the whole term fanatic in itself means someone who basically, like, doesn't use, like, rational thought. They're just, like, completely almost indoctrinated into a belief system to the point where, like, they're so into it that it's true no matter what, and they'll do crazy shit regardless of their own personal health and of the good of others to keep in a line of a belief. You know what I mean? So innately, a fanatic is not a good thing, I don't think. Those other people are misled. It'll be your job later on in life to go out and lead those people to the true way if you can. And I'm like, okay, I'm indoctrinated, sounds good. And then later on, I'm like, what? I actually, like, was listening to this. What pasta do you prefer?
Fucking Penne meme. Okay, I think the next one is the cat, maybe. Okay, let's get to the cat one before I get too.
Let's play the game.
Okay, so this was the lead up, and then we'll get to the cat stream, and we'll see how late I can go tonight because I'm kind of tired.
Frankly, this will determine whether or not I keep playing the game, because last week, I'll be very honest with all of you, I got pretty bored. There's just not much going on in the game anymore.
It's not about the money. It's not. I'm not here to take a paycheck. I see people are doing memes. That's not me. Not a meme of me. I'm literally banning anyone trying to give me advice right now. Oh, great. What a great meme. I wonder who that could possibly be.
Spoonie?
Free!
Cleanup Man 85 has resubbed for 3 months and says, take this Prime sub since you mess with Penne pasta. Okay, then.
Penne. Oh, penne pasta is great. I prefer penne because it's easier to eat. You know, you gotta slurp it. It gets all over the sauce. There's something to eat it properly. It's fun and delicious. You eat it easily.
And subs have dropped significantly. Alright, we're down to 443 subscriptions on the channel.
Whining and complaining.
We were trying to hit a goal of 500.
You know what? Spoonie's a way bigger scumbag than DSP. I think people give Spoonie a bit more of a pass just because he's not around. But, like, Phil at least interacts with his viewers and he puts out content on a regular basis. Now, you can say, like, the content he puts out is crap, and it is. But he at least puts it out, and he at least does talk to his fans. And, I mean, he did fuck up with Project 7, but at least he, like, normally... No, he doesn't really... Whatever. Fuck Spoonie.
125, which, by the way, at the beginning of the month was very conservative of a goal. When we started off July, I had over 500 subs. Alright? So we're talking a big discrepancy. You know, a lot of people basically just didn't resub for whatever reason. Now, I couldn't tell you the reasons. You know, all I can do is speculate. My speculation here, alright, would basically be that this month, if you guys haven't noticed, hasn't really had many high-profile games. Just to give you guys an idea of some of the new games that came out this month. Stranger Things 3, the retro tie-in, Dragon Quest Builders 2, and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Coming up this week is a Wolfenstein game. Certainly not the epitome of AAA releases, and certainly not a lot of things that are going to get people...
Really? Wolfenstein isn't AAA?
Hype to come onto a stream and subscribe. You know what I mean? Now, I tried to get some stuff going to get people excited.
I love how it's like his entire existence is based on other people to do things for him. Like, he can't make it interesting. He has to have it, like, a new game and he has to have people go there for the game and not for him.
For subscribing. For example, we had the new Marvel Ultimate Alliance emotes that have been in the stream chat for the past week. You know, I did my best to try to get people invigorated for the month. But the bottom line is, when you get a month like this, okay, when you get a month like this, sadly what happens is, people who are here for the hot AAA releases, they don't come by. They go do other stuff or whatever.
This is unacceptable. I'm not going to let my 10-year legacy be destroyed because you guys are basically lazy. It looks like we barely even had 300 on stream. Wow. I don't know what's going on. List. I can't even get...
Someone comes and very generously gifts a bunch of subs. I think that's the only way it's going to happen.
It's not about, I'm trying to make maximum money. It's not about maximum money. Again, the only way that I really think that we're going to hit the sub goal this month is we get a few generous parties in here. So, hint, hint.
Outside of all of that stuff, something exciting for the month of August, I may have a special surprise / announcement for all of you in August. All right? I'm not going to give any details whatsoever on what it might be.
This is the
I want to
lamest
completely
thing
surprise
ever.
you guys with something if it comes together. So I will let you know as things progress. You know.
Now, everyone thought it was that Kat was pregnant, and I actually thought that too, but we'll get to what the reveal was. The reveal was like the
The next
lamest
week or
shit
two.
ever.
Oh, man. Oh. And no, it is not a kid. I've told you guys a million times that Kat is not pregnant, but people just keep spreading the same stupid rumors. It's stupidity.
They're spreading it 'cause it triggers you, Phil.
Alright, continuing on. Egg Gangster has cheered, and he says, would you rather have an audience of 15 fans who bring in big tips like Emerald 7, or your current fan base and...
Oh, sorry. I hit the wrong button. Let's skip ahead. This is fucking boring. Okay, let's go on to the reveal stream. Why is it doing this? I don't know. Anyways.
He wants to know who I'm talking to. He hears me talk all night.
Okay, here we go.
Alright, here's what we're going to do, because we did it.
We did it, Reddit.
Alright, first of all, thank you all so
We did
very
it,
much. I'll be
Reddit.
very honest with all of you. I didn't think we were going to hit it today. I didn't at all. I did not think this was happening today. I thought that this was like a kind of a last-ditch effort to help. And I thought, whatever I get. But I didn't think we were going to hit it. This is like spectacular. Thank you guys, alright? Now, let's see what happens. We may not even do any more Mario tonight. Thank God I saved the game. Let's set this up for the big positive reveal, guys, okay?
It's the lamest shit ever.
I
I shouldn't have spoiled it, but who
Shit.
cares?
gotta get the camera the right size. Here we go. We did it. You guys are gonna get to see what it is. 1080p. Is that 1080p? Yes, it's just not stretched. Okay.
So what happened is he said if people were giving him would give him $1,000 on a stream, he'd have this big positive reveal. And I think he wound up going till people gave him like $2,000 on the stream, and then he did the reveal. So
All right. Let's get rid of the patron shit. Let's get this out of here. Twitter is good, and send a tip link is fine. All right. You guys ready? Oh my god. People are like, oh my god, they're going to have a heart attack. Look at this. They're freaking out. Everyone's freaking out. All right. So let's see here. I'm trying to see how I want to do this. This big reveal. You guys ready for a big positive reveal? I hope you are.
He's really hyping this.
I'm excited for
nonsense
this
up.
moment. I really am. I guess I should record this for YouTube as well, because now people
For
want to know.
posterity, because this is big shit, guys. This
All right.
is some
Whoa.
big brain
Bottle's about
stuff.
to fall over. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Darkside Phil here, and today I ran a Super Mario 64 marathon, a game that people wanted to see for a very, very long time.
Very long time.
And during this marathon, I did a tips fundraiser to try to help me this month with my bills, and people were incredibly generous. came out in droves, supported me, not only through the tips, but also they were subbing, they were cheering. Everything today was amazingly positive. There were a few trolls. You're always going to have that. But I promised everyone there would be a big positive reveal if we hit the tips goal for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, we hit it, if you can believe it. In fact, here's what I'm going to do. Hold on a second. I want to copy this information over as we start here, because I want this to be prominent on the screen. I want the people who contributed to get credit, because you guys were amazingly supportive of me today, and I really do appreciate that so much.
No, you don't.
This is going to help me tremendously this month.
But he's in the worst financial situation he's ever been in.
And hopefully, I don't know if it's good enough, but it'll definitely help me out to not be in the position I've been the past few months. Okay, guys? So thank you to everyone who
But he's in the worst financial position he's ever been in.
contributed today. That being said, people have had monstrous speculation. What is this positive thing that Phil's going to announce? You know, what is it? Is it a green screen for The Office?
No, he's too lazy to do that.
Is it that his wife is pregnant? Is it that he paid off one of his big debts and now things are going to be better? Is it that he's got a new pet? Is it that he's got, you know, there's all these things that people had ideas of.
And they were all
And I'll be
wrong.
honest, some people were close, but some people were not. No one hit it right on the head. All right, and I'm going to explain. But since we hit the goal, enough with the suspense. Let's just get to it. All right, if you guys want to give me a second here, I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I got someone I'd like you to meet. Come on up here.
Oh my
Come on up
god.
here, buddy. You want to come up here? Or you want me to pick you up? Someone who
Jeez.
actually
How could Phil treat his wife this way?
is not a new addition to the family. Someone who I'm going to introduce you to today, who has been a part of our lives for quite some time, in fact. All right? And it's funny because with all the stuff that we've had to do, we've had to keep a lot of stuff private. Come on up here. Here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to our pet.
Jasper Brunel.
Oh, he's playing with this. Oh, here we go. Here's our pet.
This is so cringe.
Yeah, here we go. Perfect. This is Jasper, ladies and gentlemen. Jasper the cat. Arr.
Why does Jasper have a bell? Like, why?
Get that twisty. His favorite toy is these twisty things that we bought for him. These little strands. So here's the funny thing. He grabbed it. Here's the funny thing. You may have heard Jasper in the background of my streams because he has a bell on his neck. And he's been ringing this bell in the hallways for months and months. And I'm super surprised you guys did not hear him out.
This is so fucking lame. Like, I can't even believe. I gotta be honest though. When I move and I get a cat, I'm gonna have him in videos probably. I'm gonna probably get like a purebred, either a Turkish Angora or a Siamese. And yeah.
Aside, I thought for sure when I was streaming over the last year, because he's been a part of our lives for a while now, that you guys would have heard him outside and would have said, what is that ringing bell? What is that noise? But you guys apparently never heard him, which is pretty crazy.
Never heard
Okay.
him.
So here's the deal. I had to do everything he's behind the couch. I had to do everything I possibly could to kind of, hide this from
Why?
everything, because for personal reasons,
Because if people knew you have a cat, like, he's so fucking paranoid. If people knew that he had a cat, I don't know, bad stuff would happen, I guess.
basically he's been a part of our lives for a long time. All right. In fact, before the wedding and everything this year, a lot of people surmised, they were like, Phil, why is it that you needed to have a friend come by the house and kind of house it for you while you were in Connecticut to get married? There's your answer. Okay. We didn't want to leave him alone, and we couldn't afford to pay to like put him up or anything like that. So we had a friend come by and kind of hang out with Jasper for an hour or two a day and feed him and everything while we were in Connecticut. So, yes, this is Jasper. Now, Jasper is a very awesome cat because unlike other cats that I've encountered in my life, he's right here playing, by the way. I can get him over again in a minute. Unlike other cats that I've encountered, he doesn't cause any trouble.
If this was a troll, then I would respect it, because that would be that would be a great troll.
He doesn't attack anything in the house. He hasn't torn anything down. You know what I mean? Like, he is super friendly and just gets along with everything. I let him into my office after the streams end, and he just runs around and hangs out. I'm sitting there at my computer uploading and typing to upload videos to YouTube, and he comes up, he sneaks up, and he puts his paws on my lap like this to try to get my attention. He's so cute. He's like the best cat. He seriously is. Now,
why is he bragging about his cat? Does he think this is endearing, or like, I don't even get like what this is.
the thing is, all right, that I have let him stay outside.
Boogie says, how long until the cat becomes a detractor? Oh, it's great.
The office constantly because I didn't want him
Probably
to come
soon.
into the office and interrupt things when I'm streaming and the like. But Kat and I have been talking about it recently, and we're like, you know, he's a really cute cat. He's very well behaved. We know we can let him into the office and he's not going to hurt anything, okay? So I said, you know, why don't I, during my chill streams, allow Jasper to be a part of the streams? Why not allow him to come in, you know, and hang out and be a part of the chill streams? He'll just come in. If he wants to jump on the couch, he wants to hang out and be here with me when I'm doing chiller streams, I think that would be pretty cool, right? That would be a cool addition to see a cat that's going to, you know, be an active part. You can show up at any moment.
How awesome would it be if like if this whole like DSP's career is one huge troll, and he has like millions of dollars stashed away.
And if he ends up being a part of the late night streams, you know, you guys might want some interactions with him, or maybe get an emote of him or something. That's kind of what I was thinking, is that if you like Jasper as a you know, a part of the streams, that maybe he could be a cool positive addition, right? Yeah, so just
Immediately figuring out how to fucking monetize his cat. Like
a Jasper Cam, right? So that would be cool, right? And that's what
it's
thinking about all
he's
this-
using him as a way to give people to give him more like money, because he has a fucking cat and his like. This has got to be a troll. No, it's hard.
in my head, and really
It's hard
the
to
truth of the matter
tell.
is we wanted to kind of reveal him for a long time now, but with all the stuff that's been going on in our lives personally, we just didn't, we wanted to wait for the right time, all right? And we just felt now was kind of the right time because I'm doing so many chill streams now that it made sense. Here, come on, come up here again, Jasper. Come up here. Here he comes. See, Jasper doesn't know that there's a camera here, so he doesn't know to look at you guys. Yeah, play with that twisty. And we got a bunch of toys and stuff that I could bring in here to play with him during the chill streams at night, too, you know? So a lot of people, you're right, a lot of people did guess that a cat was the thing. The thing, a lot of people say, oh, it's a new cat, it's a new cat. It's not. Jasper actually has been our cat for a while. And we just keep him away from the streaming and all that. Here he goes. Woo-hoo. Keep him away from the streaming and everything so that, you know, he didn't interfere. But now that literally half of my content is chill content, I mean, think of all the chill stuff I do during a week, whether it's Judgment, whether it's Minecraft, whether it's a sports game, right? All these chill streams that I'm doing constantly, there's no reason why he couldn't.
It's like a really lazy way for him to improve his content, apparently. It's improving the content, guys.
Couldn't just come in and hang out and be a part of them, right? Here he is. Ah, he's jumping. Gonna jump up again? One thing he really likes to do, he likes to knead stuff with his hands. So he's kneading, right now he's kneading the love seed.
Yeah, cats love new textures. I know my parents' cat, it just, if there's a texture anywhere in the room, he'll just go there and knead it. From my understanding, they have glands on their paws that produce like an oily pheromone or something, and they're rubbing it on the whatever it is to mark their territory.
Come here, buddy. Of course, he has a mind of his own. He doesn't tend to sit in one place for too long unless he's really tired. All right. Very nice. He's claiming the love scene. All right. So, here he is. Wanna play with that? So what do you guys think? Now, I'm going to field questions. Does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have anything they want to ask about Jasper that they'd like to know? I'm all ears. I'd love to answer questions about him, okay? Does he meow a lot? Not a ton, but he does meow a decent amount. More than likely.
Okay, I can't continue with this farce. So, let's see what Mighty D's Mighty Cut is for the cat, and then I might call it a night after this.
Quite some time, just now we're finally revealing it. I had to do everything I possibly could to kind of, hide this from everything because we couldn't afford to pay for a new cat. There's your answer. Was it the most 100% responsible thing to do before the whole tax situation got squared away? Absolutely not. It's complete nonsense. It's fucking hilarious is what it is. Thank you to morons who contributed to that. They're so angry. They're so pissy. For now, what I'm going to do literally tonight, transfer all this to my bank account. Basically, people are being negative dicks about it. What about bills? Get the fuck out of here. I'm not going to let Jasper in here when we're doing mainstream new gameplay.
Anyways, that covers up to August. Maybe I'll have to do like a part 2 of this just because I'm tired and there's like a bunch of other shit. So there you have it. DSP begged for $2,000. People gave him the money and he revealed that he had a cat. I actually kind of respect that for being so lame but working. Anyways, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the stream. Everybody have a good weekend. Probably be more content to come. God bless everybody.